Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to BLU. Blue, as you may know, is more than a color. Blue actually is an attitude. It's an attitude of gratitude. And while I'm so thankful for so many things all the time, every day, right now, I'm most thankful that jazz is back here in Akron. How about you? We got jazz lovers in here tonight. That's a good sign. I like that. I got a big buzz going on, and it's not in my mind. Thank you. Blue's more than a color. Blue actually is an acronym. BLU is simply right below you. Yeah. And that's what we like to do around here. We like to take it down a notch. We like to get right down into that special groove known as jazz. Except when we take it up. And we take it up over the top. When we celebrate a dream. And that's what I'm doing a lot of time when I come on this stage. A dream realized. A special place that people can go to that love the arts. And celebrate them in a way that is uplifting and innovating. And that's what we do here at BLU. That's what we're doing here tonight. We're celebrating the debut performance of a man who really took us up with pieces of a dream. Yeah. A big dream realized. And that's what we're doing with Mr. James Lloyd. Celebrate his many talents and his big band. Let's go. Bring them up. We got a big show for you tonight. Let's do it at BLU.
Hi. All right, how y'all doing tonight? Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming out and supporting our show tonight. It's like a family reunion to see all these faces, and got my brother over here and a bunch of special people in the house. And I'd like to thank y'all all so much for coming. So, we got some fun planned for y'all. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. Does anyone have my solo CD? Let me just get that out of the way off the bat. Okay, well, thank all three of you. And the rest of you have a little catching up to do. That's just saying. I'm just saying is all. But, well, what we did is made it easy for those of you who wish to get it. We brought the record store. Yeah. All right. So, if you feel so inclined after the show, feel free to pick one up, and I'll gladly sign it for you. Autographs are free, CDs are not. Just so we're clear. And right now, I'd like to do the title cut to my current CD. Here we go. Thank you. And this song is called Here We Go. Thank you. Yay. So, some of y'all may have seen me with this other group that I've been dabbling with for a few months, Pieces of a Dream. But that's not that, so. Just so we're clear. I'm gonna be a very bad boy tonight. I can just see that all right now. Y'all are in for some trouble. Okay, so now there's a gentleman here in the audience, somewhere hiding, that actually he's been playing with Pieces of a Dream for the last 11 years now. Yes, and he's from right in this area here. Where he at? She said, where he at? Bring him out. Hold on, baby. Wait a minute, let me check my pocket. I had him here somewhere. I don't know where I put it. But Brother Tony Watson Jr. I'm sure y'all familiar with him. And we'd like to bring him on to do this song from my CD. And this one on the CD features another good friend of mine, Najee. But I think Tony's got him tied up in the basement somewhere, so I couldn't seem to get a hold of Najee, but Tony was very, very kind enough to... He's like, I told you that in confidence. All right, make sure you turn his mic on so we can hear him, too. And, yeah, so we're going to do a song that is on that CD, and this is called Moving Right Along. All right? Is he on? Is he good? All right. Tony Watson Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes. I had to borrow him from Pieces. No, wait, actually, he was mine first. I saw him first. So, moving right along. Y'all have any idea how hot it gets up here? Maybe in the middle of the show, we're going to turn these lights around and point them at y'all. just so you get just a little taste of it. Or maybe not. Okay. All right, we're going to do something else from my current CD. And we're going to slow it down a bit. That's all right with y'all. And this is called Almost There. Thank you. Almost there. We're almost there. All right, for my final song, I'd like to do. What? Not right? Not right. Okay. We'll do a few more. Right now, I'd like to do. This song was actually the first single from my debut CD, and I'm very proud of this one. It went to number 3 on Billboard. So I want to thank all of you who requested it, and appreciate you. And those of you who didn't, appreciate you too. But, so, we're going to do this song, and this is called Play It Forward. All right? All right, here we go. John C. Hall on bass, y'all. Give it up. it forward. That was fun. All right. So, how about another hand for this amazing band of musicians on stage? Wow. It's such a pleasure to play with these cats. It's been a while since I played with some of them, and but these are my cats. But as you may have noticed, I got 3 cats and a kitten. That's right. I brought a kitten with me. One of these things is not like the others. Right? And so, y'all heard her up here getting down, right? I mean, if you closed your eyes, you would not know that there was a female sitting behind the drums, I'm sure, right? She's up here holding it down, hitting it hard, representing, and that's right, give it up, because that is something that is not the norm. A female drummer in these days, and that's really doing it. She's not sitting there like, oh, I don't want to break my nail. You know what I mean? She is playing. So, what I like to do, since it's such a, special thing, what I'd like to just give, well, first of all, her name is Monica. Those of you all who don't know her, originally from Cleveland, right? Cleveland area. Now residing in Atlanta. But, yeah, I just feel she's amazing. And right now I'd like to just give her a moment to introduce herself to y'all, all right? So this is the song. This is not on the album, but this is what we call Monica's Moment. Take it away, kitten. I'm going back to the hotel and take a nap.
Well, I wanted to introduce y'all to Ms. Drummer. People, this is Monica. Monica, these are people. Wow. Okay. So, all right, we're going to slow it down one more again. And this song, this one's kind of special. So I'm going to tell y'all a little story about it, if you don't mind. Y'all want some inside scoop? Okay. So as a composer, there are a lot of songs that, you know, I've written that you've heard, a lot of on pieces, a lot of on other artists. And then there are a lot of songs that you probably will never hear. A lot of things I've written, some that were finished, some that weren't finished. And there's this playlist on my iPod called Ideas. Ideas. And so they're like little snippets. And every now and then, you know, we're listening to them. And one day, the wifager, Teresa, where you at? There's my baby. Wifager, Teresa. Yes, yes. So one day we came across one of these songs, and she's like, "Hey, you ought to finish that. You know, you ought to do something with that. What is that?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know. Just one of my ideas." She's like, "Okay, cool." So some time goes by, I forget about it, and then, you know, we come across it again. Same thing. "Hey, there's that song again. I remember that. Why don't you do something with that?" Like, you know what? Yeah, I remember. You did say that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. That went on for 12 years. I kid you negative. No. So 12 years later, came time that I was going to do a solo CD. And, well, you know, after several years, shall I say, with Pieces of a Dream, and we just celebrated our 40th anniversary, and thank you. Thank you. And just recently released our 22nd CD. So, you know, what would prompt me to put out a solo project, you may ask? You may ask. I'm glad you asked. There was two reasons. One, I just turned 50 recently at the time. And I'm a little older now. Just turned 53 now. But that was one reason. The other main reason was that I was on this plane going from Denver to Seattle, and the plane got struck by lightning. Now, yeah, I know, right? So that happens often, you know, you're on a plane and they have, you know, a rod to absorb the jewels, you dig? But sometimes Mother Nature doesn't always say, okay, I'm going to make the lightning strike where they put the rod, you dig? So, you know, I remember sitting next to the window, I'm talking to the people in the row, and I see the lightning strike. I'm like, man, that looked close. Didn't that look close? They're like, yeah, it did. 30 seconds later, dong! Ladies and gentlemen, this is your exact words. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking. It seems we've taken on a lightning strike. All of the instruments are going off, and I don't really know what's going wrong. We're going to have to land right now. Ooh, okay. That's, you know, I mean, we appreciate the honesty to some degree, but, you know, that's not, I don't know if that's something I want to hear a pilot say. All the instruments are going off, and I really don't know what's wrong. We're going to have to land now. You don't know what's wrong. I'm about to start praying. So, you know, I did. And, you know, it's times like that that you realize, okay, we're only here for a limited time only, you dig? A lot of people say, you know, tomorrow's not promised to you. I always say the rest of this sentence isn't promised to you. You dig? You never know. We all have an expiration date, and we don't know when that is. So I advise everyone live each day as if it were your last, because one day you're going to be right, and you don't know what day that is. You dig? So that was what really prompted it. You dig? So I realized, okay, I'm going to start this. I'm going to do a solo project. Yeah, I'm going to do it. And I thought, you know what? That song that the wife was asking me about all these years, I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to put it on my first solo project. So I did. I finished it, and I put it on there, and now we're going to play it. So this song is, shall I say, aptly titled Granted Wish. For my wifager, my soulmate, my everything, Teresa, I love you. This is your song, baby. I finished it. Granted wish. Are you glad I finished it, baby? She's probably like, yeah, finish another one. let me grab that iPod. Let me know what she got on that thing. Oh, you know what? Hopefully I'm a keeper. Well, thank you, my brother. Man, you need to sit up front at all my shows, Shaq. My man got season tickets. All right, ringside, you know. All right, Tony, where you at? We're gonna invite Tony Watson Jr. back to the stage for this song. It's only befitting because, well, this one's special too. They're all special. They're all my children's. But I'm gonna tell you a little story about this one. When I first moved to Youngstown, a lot of people were, you know, like, why would you move there? What's wrong with you? Where'd you come from? Philly? And, you know, I lived somewhere everywhere. Philly, Manhattan, North Hollywood. And, but I wound up here. Well, because there's a good reason. Why did I move here, you may ask? You may ask. I'm glad you asked. Well, I hope you don't mind me mentioning you, dear. But, well, when I met her, she worked for a judge here in Ohio, the Honorable Judge Cheryl Waite, who's a very, very dear friend. And also, she married Teresa and us. Teresa and I. Teresa and us. That's weird. She married us all. It's a very special relationship we no, so she married us to each other. Is that just so we're clear? Okay, so I was like, well, look, you work for a judge. How long you been doing that? Oh, quite a while. All right, look, y'all got airports near there? Cool. Well, I can get to work then. I can go anywhere. So, you know, the cost of living is awesome. The people are so nice. You know, it's like that old-time, you know, friendly town, small-town vibe, you know, where people say hello, you know, and how you doing, or hold the door for one another. And, you know, just, you know, I love that, you know. You know, I've spent a lot of years in, you know, with New York. Well, you know what that's like, you know. You know how they say how you doing? Boom, hey, you're right there, you know. You know, like I say, New York CPR. You don't need CPR in New York. You want to know what New York CPR is? Get up and breathe before you friggin' die. No, that's New York. That's for you. You know, and Philly, I mean, it used to be the city of brotherly love. Now it's turned into the city of brotherly, what you looking at? You know, so I moved to Ohio, you know, but really, I was like, well, what's wrong with it? You know, Y-Town, you know, they call it Y-Town. So I was like, why not Y-Town? Y-Town, why not? Right? Am I right or am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Right. So I wrote this song and put it on the album. And this is called Y-Town, Why Not? All right? All right. Here we go. Take it away, John. What you got, man? Watson Jr., give it up. Westbird, y'all. yourself, yeah? Justino Lee Walker on guitar. Justino Lee Walker. Why town, why not? I say why not as well. How much more time we got now? I think we got time for another song or two. All right. Can you stick around for one more? Tony. All right. He gonna stick around for one more. So, on my CD I had 2 songs that featured saxophone. One featured Najee, which we did already. And the other one, thank you, featured Mr. Gerald Albright. And we didn't play that one. But we're going to play it now. All right? And this one is called No Holds Barred. Y'all ready to get funkified up in here? Ha ha. Here we go. How's the song go again? No, the other one, right? Once again, Tony Watson Jr. No holds barred. All right, there's a song on my CD that's pays homage and tribute to one of my keyboard heroes, one of my idols who, you know, it's funny, it's almost surreal that, you know, this is somebody who I idolized as a keyboardist coming up, you know, when I'm first starting out. And then later in life, you know, wound up meeting him and doing things together, and eventually, you know, became to be friends, you know. So that's still sometimes like a surreal feeling for me, you know, that happens to people that I've just idolized, and next thing you know, we're like buds, you know. But he's one of my idols that, well, we've lost on this earth, shall I say, you know? Like, I haven't lost a friend. I feel I've gained another angel, you dig? And so this one goes out to Mr. George Duke. Yeah. And I call this one The Duke in Me. Because he's in here. He's in here always. Him and a whole bunch of people. It's crowded. That's why I'm so big, because there's a whole bunch of folks up in here just dying to get out. They're all up in here, you know. It's getting crowded, but I'm not evicting anyone. And just so y'all know. You like that, bro? So this is for the Duke in me. Right now, we're going to get our funk on. You know, when them funk grooves, it's just simmers and percolates and get the stank face, you know, the grits and gravy, the sardines, the cornbread and buttermilk in a cup. Funk. Malodorous. Oh, give me some of that funk, Justino. Come on, what you got there? Justino. Justino Lee Walker, y'all. Mine. That was fun. Now, sometimes people finish a set and then they ask, the audience really digs it, they ask for an encore, right? Sometimes. That was the last song of our set. So if we're going to do an encore, now is the time. So y'all don't mind if we just go ahead and cut to that part? Is that all right? Because they got a curfew. There's only a limited amount of time before they start unplugging stuff and kicking us out of here. But I'd just like to thank, before we go, I'd like to thank Blue and everyone here, all the staff and the owners and Colin and Mike and Joe for having me here. This has been an awesome, awesome time. Thank y'all so much. Thank you all for coming. I love you. I love you. I love you. So much love. And hope if I do it again next year, y'all gonna come back? All right, and you're gonna tell a bunch of friends, right? Yay. Biffy! Biffy! Okay, so we got something a little different for you. This is the encore. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you all. Justino, John, Miss Drummer, Wes Bird, Tony Watson Jr. I'm James Lloyd. Thank you so much. God bless you. Good night. I'll take it back with me.